Um,
Hi,
welcome to the
sisters.
welcome to the Treasure Drawer podcast, where one man's trash is another man's treasure. This is episode 6. Okay, we out here. We're trying. Please help. Anyways, roll the intro.
Decided to make a podcast together like everybody else, but
I'm Joan,
I'm Kat.
and yes. Oh, do we have something for you today? Okay, I have only 4 things in my list, and 2 of them are gonna make me mad. But
I have
alas.
like I have like 4 or 5 things, but it's written in like a short story paragraph form because there's so much to talk about. We both have crazy female stories, like just people going off the deep end stories, and I'm hoping it's not the same.
I don't think so.
Okay. Do you want to exchange those stories first?
Yeah, you go first.
Okay. So I don't know if you've heard about this, but um there is this girl that popped up on my For You page on TikTok. And when you or see someone pop up on a For You page, just like their mannerisms, I'm like, this person's odd. And it's not like the cute, quirky odd that you can mark it off of. Like, say someone has a neurodivergency and they only wear and have their house displayed from the 1930s.
So it's
like
not.
stuff
So
like
it's
that.
not like, okay, something's wrong with you. That's fine. It's like something's wrong with you.
Something's wrong, and you don't know if they're like 20 or 48. And the hair situation is so wild. I thought it was a wig and I still don't know the
Okay.
outfit situation. And it's a girl who's popping up and has her whole entire TikTok account talking about a band she loves. And we were kind of touching on this subject before, but she really is a fangirl stan of this one band,
Mm-hmm.
specifically one group member. And it's not like, say, Bruno Mars, say a stan of Beyonce. It's a random band in Ohio that is very not really popular.
Okay.
But this person, she is obsessed to an insane degree I have never even heard of. Okay? So this person's name is Timberly Bowman. I don't know if you've heard of them, if they popped up on your For You page.
I
And
know
she's
names though.
obsessed with this random Ohio band, and the band member she's obsessed with, his name is Dylan Sperry, like the old white man shoe, Sperry's boat
Mm-hmm.
shoes. So, um, she's obsessed with this guy who's just like a mid-level band, not Ohio, sorry, Iowa. And he has a baby mama. Like he's just a regular guy. He's had regular jobs, and this girl believes that her and his baby mama have telepathically connected, and the baby mama has planted a seed in her soul.
Hey guys, so basically I just got done making a post saying Happy Mother's Day to my wife, aka husband, Dylan Sperry, and somehow it got deleted for community guidelines, and I'm like, I didn't say or do anything wrong in that video besides literally say Happy Mother's Day. So can someone tell me what I did wrong?
And that she believes that she was a mermaid in her past life and she has connections to her past life, and that they are both meant to be together. And it gets really scary because she knows so much about his life. She starts talking about his actual child, knows the full name and everything. And she thinks that child belongs to her. And she's emotionally attached to this child that she does not know, has not ever met. It's just a band member, regular guy's child.
Dylan Sperry, I wanna get married to you.
fuck?
Okay. And she is believed that she's the chosen one to give his child future siblings, and they're meant to be together. And she says she could bring this child to its full potential to become a growing adult. And in case she passes away during childbirth, she thinks she's the one to give this child more siblings.
Hmm.
And Dylan, like, it's gotten so scary that he's had to like make his own TikTok account and telling everybody that he's fine. That's how popular this has gotten. And that like he's alive and well and he knows people are concerned. But what happened was things started clicking when he got more information about this person, because he used to work for a company that helped people with mental disabilities. And they did like housing programs, and stuff like that.
She was one of
And
them, wasn't she?
she was one of the cases he worked on. And he literally like probably spent a day or two on this woman's case doing his job, trying to get her access to resources and helping her with her mental state. And she got attached. And turns out, not only that, but she has been in jail for harassment. And while she was in jail for harassment, she had a vision of a man in a band who had a kid. And this vision told her that she would later meet this guy. And so that is Dylan Sperry. Again, her name is Timberly Bowman.
I
If
was
you
looking
look
her up
her
while
up
you
on
were talking.
TikTok, she's it's kind of wild.
It's one of
But
those. It's one of those like I feel bad, but at the
mhm.
same time, like that's incredibly dangerous. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
So like some people have chimed in on social media and wondering if she has schizophrenia, because it's gotten to the point where like when he was making that video telling the public that I'm okay, I'm alive and well, and like updating people on his situation, he was like in his truck, just filming this video, and there was like a trinket of a flower on his rearview mirror, and she's like, "Oh, that flower was meant for me. That flower was meant as a message for me, and it's hidden communication." And she's like, "He's talking to me. He knows we're meant to be each other." And she went to as far, and I quote, to say is, "I cannot wait to get so close to eat his boogers."
That's a weird fantasy.
Anyways, so I just felt the need to say something. Is the fact that that flower in Dylan's video is literally for me.
It's one of those. I understand that people have like problems, of course, but again, that's dangerous as hell. Like people literally get unalived by people like that because they eventually will realize that that love is unrequited. Like it's not like he doesn't like you back.
So he keeps blocking her, but somehow she gets screenshots still of his account and like the updates he's posting of these videos. That's what the whole flower thing. And she says that they're meant to be together. Uh like every song he posts about is actually meant for her and about her. And she says, "Why would he not want me if he allowed me to add him on social media? Like just that he's a live performer that has a public profile for his band, that's an invitation to that he loves her and
That's
he
not how
wanted
that
her."
works, Queen. That's not how that works.
Because she had
Like
these visions in jail.
it's like people that will like pay for a meet and greet of like a celebrity and think that that celebrity now knows them and like they're friends with them. I'm like, no, they're at their job. This is their form of customer service. They're just working. They don't like you. They have to talk to you. Like it's not a choice. Like there's just I don't know if she posts anymore. She had like her account banned like 3 times. She, again, this has nothing to do with her conditions. But for context, she has, I believe, autism and fetal alcohol syndrome. Tap plugged in. But maybe it's overheating. I don't know. It's cold, so I don't understand. Which is
Oh
cold.
no.
Um. Anyways, we can just keep whatever. Whatever. I don't know what's happening. I don't understand. I keep going away. And also,
You
while
were
I'm
talking
talking,
about someone that had fetal alcohol syndrome.
yes. So,
I'm sorry, but that's the only thing I can remember.
so she has autism and fetal alcohol syndrome,
Mhm.
and she is a problem. She was obsessed with this guy, and she was like really obsessed over him and posting about him 24/7, like they were together and they were in love, to the point where like his sister had to like say something publicly and be like knock it off, especially because she is a problematic person. Like she was talking to underage people, like PDF file, and that was bringing her brother hate, this random girl, so she had to go on and like defend him. There, guys, I'm telling you, there are long like commentary videos on this girl. Look it up if you want to. But she
What's this
became
person's name?
uh again, I don't know what it's gonna come up as. I Sierra I think was her original account. Yeah, there's long commentary videos on her if you guys want to spend like an hour on YouTube watching a long commentary format.
It just randomly came up on my For You page and I was scrolling. I went deep into all this stuff and it's just once they like it's just so crazy how they happen to like actually work together in a
Mm-hmm.
professional situation. And then she's like, "Oh, he has a public band. Oh, I found out he has a baby mom and a child." And like it's insane.
That is berserk. Okay, so on the same uh topic of people that have gone crazy, are
Mhm.
crazy. So there was this girl that was popular on TikTok, like 3 million followers, still has 3 million, probably lost some. So I don't know how many she had, like, before she went on her religious psychosis. But she used to make videos reacting to like potlucks and like things like that. And it was hilarious. She would be like, I don't
I
know,
wonder if I follow this person.
maybe, but it would be like this is my Watergate salad, and she would be like, death to you and your Uber driver.
Yes.
And so she was hilarious, right?
Okay. Judge Shea residing. Bring in the first case.
I'm Lakeisha and I made homemade chicken pot pie.
The court finds you innocent of all charges. You are free to go. Next.
And I also brought the honey baked ham from Honey Baked.
Never mind. Throw her in the hole with that dry ass ham.
Yes.
Funny
I
as
was a
hell.
fan.
Funny as hell. Like, okay, so she is
No.
currently going through religious psychosis, and I'm going to share my screen because we can do that
No.
now, and I know what I'm doing.
Oh no.
Yeah. So let
I
me.
follow this person.
Yeah. Yeah. So I literally, let me just see what this looks like because I can't tell. This looks crazy. Okay, that's normal. So.
That's normal.
Abortion,
I'm so sad.
ladies. Now, Satan wants innocent blood for Molech, so he's not going to let his people put in the press, the TV, or give you that information. But in the United States alone, there are over 25,000 anti-abortion clinics. All you have to do, if you've taken the pill, you got 24 hours. You just get there, they'll give you a shot of progesterone, and it will reverse what that pill was supposed to do, and you will get to keep and carry your child. So if you have already taken one of the pill, and you basically came to your senses and be like, "Right, I shouldn't have done that," you can.
Okay, so yada 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 yada. Abortion wrong. If you've come to your senses, ladies, then you should take this pill.
Yeah. Is she from the United States or?
Do not
she's
know
from,
how
like,
there are.
I think I don't know where she lives. I think England. I could be totally wrong. But she was saying
Okay.
that like there aren't any of these clinics in other places, but there are these clinics in the United States. So like if you've come to your senses, like you should go to one of these. Mind you, in another video that I don't think I have queued up here, she was talking about I've done some, bad things. I've done like sexual promiscuity. I've had an abortion, like, oh, not from my own body, but I like co-signed it. So you didn't have one. So that's
Yeah.
not how that you didn't have one.
You were just the supportive friend at one.
Like you didn't have one.
That's
I
a
don't- I don't-
wild label to say you co-signed on something like that, like it's a car.
Yes. So anyway, I forget what all these are. I just like say random ones to talk shit.
Are people out there who physically get to the point where they can't forgive people. Let me tell you something. If you're one of those people, you lot need to get forgiven fast, man. You need to get forgiven fast. If you read the Bible, you'll be getting to forgive fast. The Bible says that if you can't forgive somebody, Jesus can't forgive you. Which means that so long as you remain in unforgiveness, all of your sins, all of them sins underneath your belt
all her
are
videos
active.
are that. All her videos are just like Jesus, and it used to be like funny as shit. And she said like she's not gonna go back to her commentary video, to her like food videos, because that's not what the Lord is calling her to do. And like this is this the gay one?
If you are a part of the
Here we go,
LGBTQ plus
guys.
community, because there are some members of that community that I know, they have this yearning or this longing or this curiosity about Jesus. But every time they probably try or think about it, it's like they stray away because there are some false prophets in the church or people in general that will make them feel like they're not worthy to seek Jesus because of their sexuality.
Right?
I'm here to tell you to seek Jesus. If you want to, walk into a church, a random church, and if the word speaks to you, step forward. Open the Bible and see what God says to you. Sit in a quiet space and say, Lord, I accept you in my life. I don't know why I've been yearning for you, but I accept you because I'm trying to find out. The thing is, if you go to Jesus as a gay person, as a bi person, as a trans, Jesus will accept the way you are. He just will not allow you to remain the way you are, because who you think you are is not who you are. You're actually a child of God. That's your...
So let me think for you for a second and put all of my religious beliefs on you and convert you. And for some reason, I think I'm a preacher.
The Jesus will love you the way that you are, and will accept you, and a lot of religious people have made you feel like you can come to church, but God will change you, because that's not who you really are. You're a child of God. So basically she's saying, you yuck.
It's so hypocritical. And like, gosh, I miss when it was like she would review like a Laotian crockpot, like a family get together at a Hawaiian potluck. Like
It used to be so good. It used to be wishing death on people and their Uber driver.
Yeah. Exactly.
You used to give people keys to the city because they brought good mac and cheese.
Death by stoning because they brought bologna and Lunchables as a snack plate.
And now you're saying death by the pits of hell for the gay. Like,
it's so crazy
go
to go
back
from
to being
comedy.
normal.
Yes.
Religious psychosis is insane to me. Like,
right.
What is going on?
It's so crazy because that's the videos we need now. Like, the common denominator of like these crazy people that show up to work and they bring a Jello salad that's rotten, and then someone else like cooks a prime rib and like, I don't know, brings sushi bowls for everybody. It's almost like she's overcoming something and she decided to reread the Bible or read it for the first time.
But like, look at you in your mixed fabrics. That's a sin. A crazy religious people like that, like, I don't, like, that's not normal.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That is not normal.
There's a difference between like, I'll pray for you and that.
Yeah. Even I'll pray for you is a lot. Like, ugh. The religious people that are like very religious, that'll go up to like a disabled person and be like, I'll pray for you. That's not going to happen. That's not going to work. That you are not Jesus. I am not Lazarus. I am not going to be raised from the dead because you prayed for me. Like, I'm not going to get my abilities back.
Okay, I did have a situation recently that was very positive about that though.
Okay.
Um so we know my grandma Yoshi, she's a Buddhist sect of like Shinto.
Mm-hmm.
So one of my best friends, she went to temple and prayed for me at like the Buddhist temple, and I thought that was really sweet.
It can be nice.
Yeah,
It
because I
can be
just got out of
nice.
the
It can be
hospital.
sweet. It's sweet depending on how people word it. Because,
Yeah,
like, yes, if that's what you believe, if that's what, like, you feel will help me,
yeah.
thank you. Like that is a kind gesture because that's what you think will help me.
Mm-hmm.
Just depends on how it comes across. Like,
No, she like went out like she got out of work, went to buy me this one toy trinket collectible I've talked about before, came over and then went to temple to pray for me, and I'm like, that's so sweet.
no, see, that was kind. And again, because that's like your family's religion, so there's like meaning to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and then I was like literally thought I was dying like a couple hours before that.
Like I've seen like those like religious preachers that'll go around like trying to like talk to people about God, and
Hmm.
they're like shaming other religions at the same time.
Yeah.
They're like,
Yeah.
like you are Muslim, but that's not the same, and you don't accept Jesus as your Lord and Savior, as your Messiah, and it's like, hop off.
Hmm. And there's a
Okay.
difference between like appreciating someone and trying to convert someone. And in the Americas, we're definitely like, we hate certain sections of organized religion and we favor others. And it's
Yes,
just,
we got a wasp ass society, white Anglo-Saxon Protestants.
and a lot of it's so hypocritical. And a lot of the religions that they pit themselves up against and hate on has been around longer than they have.
But also, so I'm not really down for any organized religion per se, but I
Same,
love
yeah.
learning about religion and I respect,
Mm-hmm.
every
Same.
religion. But it comes to a point, I'm gonna get political for a second, I don't know if I said that already, where like if Trump says something about like his religion, everyone's like, "Yay, look at the good Christian man. That's amazing." But then like over here in New York in Mamdanistan, every time Mamdani like does anything slightly Muslim, everyone's like, "Oh my god. How dare he?" He literally celebrated like Ramadan. And people were acting like he was bringing 9/11 back to New York because he celebrated Ramadan. But again, it just comes down to racism, bigotry.
Yeah.
Like people literally act like Mamdani did 9/11. He
Mhm.
was like 9 years old. He didn't do nothing.
Yeah.
I feel like saying I did the Inquisition.
And
I
there's a
didn't do
difference
it.
between like, yeah, sharing your religion so that someone can learn, and then there's like the crossover of like trying to convert them. That's a totally different, that's farther take, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But
So
I'm
yeah,
all for like people like sharing something as long as I'm open to it, I'm close with them, but if it's like, oh, you're here to convert me to whatever, no.
what you know about being handed pamphlets multiple times in your life? I'm telling you, it happens all the time. I was in the parking lot of my job trying to go into the door, and a car pulled up on me and was like, "Can we speak with you?" And I like to engage with crazy in a way where I don't think I'm in danger. So I was like, "Well, sure you can." And then she came over and she handed me a pamphlet, and she was like, "Jesus loves you," and I was like, "Yep, you too." And then I went inside and like locked the door, and I read the pamphlet, and it was like a church that used to be by where I used to live. That was like a small little church that I didn't know was like a little culty, because like the pastor of the church like gives like has like donations taken, but then he goes on like vacations all the time. So like, are those donations going to your vacation or the congregation? Because I'm confused.
Exactly.
Um, I had a woman on the bus one time ask me if I was goth, and then she asked me if I believed in God or if I worshiped the devil, and I was like, I usually hit people with, which is true, by the way, that I went to Catholic school my whole life, and then they get confused because like I don't look like that, and then they leave me alone. She was like, "Well, then why do you dress like that if you love the Lord?" And I was like,
Well,
"I don't
I also
know,
wear Inuyasha
Halloween."
shirts, but that doesn't mean I I pray to him.
I was like, "Halloween, lady. I don't know what to tell you." Then she asked me for hair dye advice. I should have told
Yeah,
you.
they
I
want
should have
to
been like 40
like
volume, 2 hours.
pry to feel good about themselves or pry to change you or pry to get something out of you, but
Why are you
not
gonna ask me
like
for hair dye advice after you like accuse me of like worshiping the devil?
I know super religious goth people. Like
Hmm. Oh, I literally saw our podcast For You page is full of religion now because of the biblically accurate diet that I posted about, and then me getting all of those videos of the religious psychosis. And there was
mhm.
one, and it was like them, like, I really wish I had a solution for all my problems. And then it was me, and it was like this really goth dude with like spider webs under his eyes, like holding a Bible. And I was like, scroll down, scroll away, get away. Well, living on Long Island, I was just talking to like a mutual about this. When I had
Mhm.
like my natural hair color fully over like the summer, and I would wear like my religious jewelry, I was like, damn, this doesn't give like gothic witchy anymore. This gives like Sunday school. This gives like real women vote for Trump. And I don't like that. It's
I
not the
like how
same.
our aesthetics are like parallel but different. Like your gothic witchy aesthetic and I'm like the Sabrina the Teenage Witch from the early aughts witchy aesthetic, like whimsy
I
goth.
like that. The whimsy goth is great. Whimsy goth decor is so elite.
I'm like whimsy goth meets a Miss Honey from Matilda is my aesthetic. Meets librarian with creepy shit.
I love that for you.
Oh, I forgot to tell you another religious crazy thing.
Mm.
So I have a family member that worked in the film industry that's really close to me, and they thought it was a craft service tent. It was a Scientology. Imagine getting a pamphlet and you're starving on at your job, but instead it's a white tent with a pamphlet.
Instead, you're learning about Xenon the Warrior Princess. And
I
you
would
just
watch.
wanted a
I would
sandwich.
binge watch every.
I just wanted a sandwich. Why am I an alien in a volcano? I just wanted a sandwich.
You know, the warrior princess sounds
That's
like
literally
something
what their
that.
religion is. Their
Yeah,
religion is literally it's a graphic novel. It's
yeah.
literally I'm not understanding how people believe that.
Before we moved on, I just got a text from my best friend, who's a big fan of yours and the podcast, Chelsea, and she said that there's a um modern TV show, but it's not animated. That's supposed to be very similar to the Apothecary Diaries, and that we need to watch it. And
What's
it's
it called?
called Pursuit of Jade.
Let me Google it. Let me see if I know what that
But
is.
it's all over the Apothecary Diaries, which I didn't know that there's Facebook groups and forums about it now.
I'm telling you, I don't be doing Facebook no more. Oh, is this like a
I
C
do only
drama?
for work
Oh, it's a C
stuff.
drama. Hell yeah.
What's a C drama?
Chinese.
Okay.
Like K drama, but China.
Okay.
C dramas are great. They're very like pretty to look at. I will literally watch anything. I'm like we had the whole conversation. So
Mm-hmm.
hell yeah, I'm gonna save
See,
that to my list. And there's only one
I
season, it looks like. Mind you, one
okay.
season of a C drama could be a lot of episodes.
Yeah, it could be like 46
Could
episodes.
be
And each episode's a length
again
of
the
a movie.
Untamed, which is I love that show. It's a C drama, that's
Okay,
amazing.
I'm writing this down.
Is so many. Is so
The
many.
Untamed.
Yeah.
Because I grew up on I would fake being sick to watch Bollywood dramas. And of course, like I would just wake up as my grandma's babysitting me with like the temple being on television and J dramas just being blasted throughout the house. Have you heard of the new slang word that everyone's talking about?
Which one?
I f- whenever I come across words like this, it makes me feel old. And I know I'm an elder in our friendship group. Huzz. Do you know what this means?
Just like hose.
You do? Of course you do.
A lot of slang words now that are very relevant and like popular, always, not now, for forever, is literally just like offshoots of like AAVE. Or like
What's that?
AAVE is African American Vernacular English.
Yes. Okay.
Most every slang word that people use, especially now with like Gen Z slang, most Gen Z slang terms are literally just AAVE. But yeah, African American Vernacular English.
I had a white cis male in a video being like, so if you've heard of this term huzz, it actually came from streamers. And like, then there's the offshoot of buzz and gruzz. And I'm like, interesting.
There are a lot of slang words that do come from streamers, but in most cases, those streamers are black. So it is still AAVE.
I heard that you created the word Riz.
So, listen. In my room, just me and my homeboys, just trying to see who got more Riz than the other person. We start saying it on stream, they take it, TikTok times it, and it's over with.
No way.
Yes, it just blows up. Everybody saying Riz this, Riz that, and it becomes a word in the dictionary. I did not know that was going to happen at all.
Like gyat, it literally came from I forget his name because I am horrible with names and I literally watch him sometimes. But a streamer literally just like in his stream said like gyat damn, referring to someone's ass, and then it got picked up as like a popular term.
Gyat, G-Y-A-T, means God, but a very specific use of it as in goddamn. It's a phonetic spelling of a pronunciation of goddamn. Like if you saw something, you went, yeah, damn, right? So people started writing out gyat. Gyat does not mean a fat ass. It is not a noun. It is literally just goddamn. Just like, goddamn.
Did you see the new upgrade to Instagram?
That new stupid thing that just happened like an hour ago? What is that?
Literally right before we got on here.
What is that?
So it's like
it's just pictures.
It's like they're adding a little Snapchat thing, and so it doesn't stay on there forever. But yeah, it's just a picture.
But your story doesn't stay there forever either. What the hell is that? They just add things that are dumb. Like how they added that like you can like I forget what it's called. But you know how like above like the DMs there people put like songs or like they can type whatever they want.
It's like a
I
little
what it's called.
bubble. Like
no one
AOL
uses
instant
that.
message. Yeah.
No one uses that. I think I've used that 2 times.
I've never used it.
There's no
it's like
need for that.
what song they're listening to that day, or like, hey, what's up? It's like AOL Instant Messenger, and these are called instants.
Why are we adding new stuff? I don't know what that is. I was just talking to one of my friends about it. She was like, what is this? And I was like, I don't know. She was like, my friend sent me one. I don't know how to send one back. And I was like, neither do I.
My friend the other day was like, oh, you're not on Threads? I'm like, no. What?
There's some things that I never got into. Like Threads, I just never, like, I have one. But, like, to me, it's just like they're trying to be Twitter. But it's not, like, the same as Twitter. And I don't like it. There was, like, Blue Sky, which was supposed to be, like, a more ethical Twitter.
Yeah.
But again, it just, I don't know if it's just, like, an old dog learn new tricks where, like, I just don't like it. Like, it's just not for, again, I have one, but I don't think I have the app on my phone anymore. I didn't get into it. I didn't really use it. I don't even have Snapchat anymore because, like, I just never used it. So I was like, I'm just going to get rid of this. Tumblr, when Tumblr was popular too, I look like someone that was on Tumblr. I never got into it. I tried.
I loved Tumblr.
I couldn't get into it. I literally tried, and I was like,
the hipster in me was like, I'm going to make this look like a magazine. It's going to be like my Pinterest for all my alt fans. I put so much time on my Tumblr. It got hacked, and I was so pissed. And then I actually got a job from Tumblr that was so booked and busy, I couldn't take it. And it was so last minute. And I'm kind of glad I didn't take it because I gave it to another makeup artist friend, and they didn't let her sleep. She just flew to New York, did this job for Tumblr. She didn't sleep for like 2 or 3 days.
That's actually insane. Okay, you want to get into James Charles?
Yes, let me take a swig of water.
Okay,
I have to quench my thirst.
so I was gonna say I'm gonna try and be nice, but I'm aware that I'm not going to be. So I will try in ways to handle this with nuance, but I don't know why it just annoyed the hell out of me. So we have our like notes that we like write down of like podcast topics, and this is literally what I'm just gonna read what I wrote down first. This is literally what I wrote down in my notes for this topic, and it just says James Charles Spirit Airline. Get a job. You're a lazy piece of shit. Firstly, big words coming from a predator. Secondly, the job market right now is in shambles. Gas is only going up in price. People are struggling, and your rich ass who has never had to work a real job because you got famous as a teenager for, I remember hearing a while ago that like his yearbook photo was like not legitimate, and there was like, I don't know, but got famous for like a stupid like out of chance luck reason, is going to publicly shame someone for asking for help. He's never written a resume. He's never had to write a resume his whole life. You should have lost your job. The cancellation should have stuck. You shouldn't have a platform. You shouldn't have a career. She lost her job.
Yeah.
You but also I'm gonna play the videos. I'm gonna like pause it, we're gonna talk about it. But like, first of all, the person that sent him the message, it could not be legitimate. It could just be someone trying to get money, like, for whatever reason. It could be a bot or something. But the way that he is framing it is that he believes it is legitimate. He believes someone lost their job and is asking for help, and this is how he's handling it.
On top of that, I hate how people that are just hearing about this because it's worldwide now, that they think all beauty influencers are like this, and like the top few percent that makes as much money at their job being a beauty influencer, having a brand, acts like this. And on top of that, no matter if he's straight, gay, or anything, he's like a white guy that's profiting off of the vulnerability of someone else losing their job. Just a person who's a working member of society losing their job, being vulnerable, that should have just been kept between them two.
Yeah, 100%. So let me share my screen and we're gonna get into it.
I just got a DM on here from a girl that said, "Good morning, James. I know you'll probably never see this, but if you could just take 1 minute to read it, would really mean a lot to me. I'm really struggling right now because Spirit Airlines just filed for bankruptcy and I have lost my job. Here's to go."
First of all, the condescending tone of it. Even to make this video in the first place, most people are gonna get crazy DMs if you're an influencer. You should be used to this by now. You've been an influencer since like 2016, 17, something along those lines. If you found a message insane, don't answer it. Move on. You know how many people get asked for money all the time? It's a thing. Ignore it.
And also, you don't know if that person is supporting a child, a family, how many years they worked at Spirit Airlines. And before he films this, he has to think, I get to be shirtless or nude in this luscious robe in the middle of the day to degrade someone. Why don't you think about that before pressing the record button?
There's this influencer that I like. She's like a K-pop influencer. And she has like a good amount of followers, but not like, a huge quantity. And she was like, the amount of DMs I get every day, or like frequently enough, of people asking me for money for things. And sometimes they're like silly things like, can you send me money for this BTS concert? And I just ignore the messages because like, I don't have money. And it's like, yes, just ignore the message. Why are you publicly shaming someone? Why are we being like a witch hunt, like a put you on trial for like asking for money. Like I'm not understanding. So
Fund me link. Any donations help. I'm sure they do, sweetheart. I'm sure they do. You know what else would help you? Getting another job.
shut up. So
It's giving let them eat cake.
you know what else would help you? Getting another job. So as two sad bitches, one that just lost a job and one that would like to lose her job, it is not easy. I have literally been applying to jobs for like a year to try and get out of my current job, and I have not been accepted anywhere. I have literally been applying to jobs for a year. It's not that easy, James. It's really not.
Before I even lost my job, I was applying to jobs. And since 2023, the amount of jobs I've lost count that I've applied to, I've gotten 2 second interviews. I've gotten projects that I worked for this company to get said second interview to even be seen, and nothing.
Especially like, again, saying that this is a real person and that this is like a legitimate GoFundMe. You don't know what position she had in the company. Like, maybe she can't just go and get like the quickest job she can find, because maybe that's not going to be enough to support whatever her financial situation is in this moment. You have no idea. You have no idea what's going on. And again, to have your career is influencing. And the fact that you have been in so many scandals for so many different things, like he said some crazy thing about Ebola, roll the clip, like his predator actions. There have been so many instances that a normal person would have lost their job, but you still have like millions upon millions of followers and are still making a living. Let us see what else you gotta say.
Yeah, try that. Because in the time that it took you to copy and paste the same fuck-ass message to myself, who you don't follow, by the way, and probably 100 other influencers and celebrities, you could have applied for 100 other jobs, but you didn't because you're a lazy piece of shit and you're entitled.
As someone that I was born and raised in Los Angeles, California, who's been around the culture and famous influencers, a lot of them, there's a lonely influencer apocalypse, like the lonely male apocalypse, but they have no friends. Because a person, doesn't matter what their status is online, they would probably have like some close friends that they could talk to about this before they put it to the public.
At that level of fame, the people that are close to you are either yes men, or they have the same level of like notoriety as you, and they're going to be like, yeah, you tell them, James. Yeah, you know, they are entitled because they are entitled. Like, so they're going to agree with your take. Me and Kat, okay, we literally met 10 years ago because I sent her an email, okay, trying to make a collaboration. You know how many other emails I sent? Mind you, I was a fan of Kat, of course, but you know how many emails I sent? Because I was like a desperate 19-year-old that like wanted to make a career out of YouTube and was like trying, and like I did a collaboration with another creator that I don't really talk to anymore, but like, you know, I still have nothing against her. She was great. Because I was trying. Also, he doesn't understand. Two things can be true at once. I currently am constantly sending emails, DMs, LinkedIn messages to like different people for whatever career I'm trying to go for at this moment, while also applying to jobs. You don't know how hard she's working. You don't know what she's doing. You have no idea. You're making assumptions. And that's also incredibly entitled. You are lazy for sending me these messages.
It's giving when Kim Kardashian wasn't she like, I just don't understand why people aren't working harder.
People don't have a work ethic anymore.
Yes.
He's also one of those people, I think he said this in like a later take, in a later video that we're also going to watch, where he was like he basically acts like he got where he is from working so hard. And I'm not discrediting that he worked hard. I'm not saying, making content isn't difficult. But what I'm saying is a lot of it is just the luck of the draw.
And it
Even
was a
with
mistake.
applying, yeah. Even
No, literally, he got famous for making a makeup mistake error.
yeah, even applying to like regular jobs, it is the luck of the draw. In 2026, when the job market is so decrepit, a job will be posted 5 minutes ago. And you go to apply, and it says over 100 applicants have already applied to this position. Because also, a lot of people currently are using AI modules to just spam apply to like every job. It is incredibly difficult to get a job, especially one that isn't just like a minimum wage job, which you cannot support yourself on. You can't physically support yourself on a minimum wage job. And that alone, that's why we have this hustle culture where people are constantly doing 7,000 things at the same time and it's seen as like a great thing. It's not. People are drowning. It's not a great thing that people have to have 7,000 jobs at the same time.
The hustle culture is also replacing the pure joy that people would have over having a hobby and a passion. They're just trying to profit off of it because they feel the guilt, the gnawing guilt of not doing something that's making money. And also, the average person cannot put on a resume that, for a reference, like Tati Westbrook, like James Charles here could have. It's also about who you know in certain industries to even get your foot in a door for a new job.
I remember when I was doing makeup and I like DM'd someone that I worked with on like a project and I was like, she did something for like the History Channel or something and like she was getting like pretty cool gigs and I was like, girl, like how are you getting these gigs? And her answer was literally just like connections. And I was like, okay. Like
what are
like
those?
it's not that easy.
Yeah.
So yeah, keep going, James.
And you think that influencers and celebrities should fund your life for you. Why would I ever help you? You're not a fan. You don't even follow me. You've never supported me. This is your first time DMing. And you think that I'm going to send you money because you lost your job? Oh my God. Welcome to the real world, sweetheart.
Again, real quick, and then I'm going to keep playing again. Welcome to the real world, sweetheart. James, have you been in the real world? Who are you
Big
to welcome?
words.
How are you going to hate from outside of the club when you can't even get in?
Big worlds whose whole life revolves around hunting children for sport because you're a PDF file.
You have literally been famous since you were like 16. What you do live in the real world, of course, but you live in your own reality in the real world. You don't live like a regular average person lived experience. You can't say welcome to the real world and then say everything else that you have said before and after that statement. It can't be.
People lose their jobs every fucking day, and you're white.
When he was 16, accidentally having the makeup mistake and getting on CoverGirl as the spokes whatever, like when we were 16, a lot of people, we were lucky if we had a retail job, a job in the food industry, maybe babysitting or tutoring someone, like regular things that we had to work hard for.
He said people lose their jobs every single day. Yes. And it is devastating, especially for people that live paycheck to paycheck when gas is damn near $5. It is devastating.
That should give him more empathy. And we cannot just take a picture for Instagram for a 5-figure check
Like,
or a video clip.
There's obviously influencers that like have rises and falls and like, views drop and they're popular and they're this and that. But certain influencers reach a level of like infamy or like relevancy that no matter what they do, it does not matter. They will still be relevant. They will still be booked and busy and paid. Like a James Charles, who has done a plethora of things but is still making money from it because he's reached that level. Like a Jeffree Star, who is now going off on podcasts about like talking shit about trans people as if he doesn't look like a non-binary alien.
Nowadays, we have grown men with beards wearing dresses going into the women's restroom.
That's gonna give them yak meat sales? What the heck?
It doesn't, like, they can do whatever they want at this point and are so out of touch from reality. Out of touch. To be this, I don't even understand where the anger is coming from. What are you so angry about? You are so, irate at the fact that a woman lost her job and is asking you for money. Why is that making you upset? You said that they sent, I think he said that like he has proof that like this message was sent to other people. Why is that upsetting you? I would just be like, wow, that's crazy. And I would exit the DM. We're not gonna watch this whole thing, but like we'll watch like a few more seconds and we'll go to the next one.
Pretty and able-bodied. You're in a much better position than a lot of other people out here who are trying clearly much harder to make a better life for themselves. Why would I fucking help you? Aside from that, 17,000 people lost their jobs at Spirit Airlines. Why do you think you need the GoFundMe? I can at least like 1% respect the mentality of closed mouths don't get fed, doesn't hurt to try. But honestly, it does hurt to try because now you pissed me off. Okay, I'm not the one.
We're gonna stop at that because we don't have, it's so long. It doesn't hurt to try, but now it does hurt to try because you've pissed me off. Are you the fucking Joker? Who says that? It hurts to try because you pissed me off because you asked for help.
The level of his anger too and the way he's speaking and presenting in this video, it's definitely giving like, I'm a king of royalty and I could change your life, but why would I try?
And again, it's like, could this GoFundMe be illegitimate? Yes. Could this GoFundMe be like botted and like not be real and like be for like, selfish purposes? Sure. But James is taking it at face value and he is speaking to someone that he believes just lost their job and he's pissed. Someone on TikTok, I forget the account, supposedly found the GoFundMe that James was referencing.
I was just gonna say this.
They are only asking for $1,600.
Which is way below the average rent in the United States of America.
Yeah, that is like no money in the grand scheme of things.
She's asking for this money so she doesn't miss another additional month of rental payment for her housing. And I really, really hope and pray that this is not a PR stunt of him trying to get his name out there.
Relevant again.
I hope not, because I know no one's buying your painted tubes of weird makeup.
Yeah, but there's that whole like all publicity is good publicity.
Yes.
And now people are talking about me, and maybe they're gonna click on my on my channel and my TikTok, my Instagram, and maybe they haven't clicked on my stuff in a while.
That mentality.
And maybe they're gonna like my makeup and they're gonna be like, you know what, James is good. Get into this.
Yeah, I haven't.
So I ended up deleting the video that I posted yesterday talking about people who send me GoFundMe links that have never followed, supported, DM me before, just begging for money. And most people were like enjoying the video, saying it was a valid point, but it definitely started.
Who is most people? Who is most people enjoying the video saying it was a valid point? But let's continue.
Causing some discourse in the comments, and a lot of people were just saying it was out of touch and insensitive. Mm-hmm. And they're right. It was definitely a harsh choice of words, maybe not my best video, and I deleted it. But
it was definitely a harsh choice of words. That is not an apology. It was definitely a harsh choice of words, is you saying you have no issue with your take. You have no issue with what you said. You have an issue with how you said it because it was perceived bad and now people are mad at you. That's how I read that statement.
It's also like so fast of a, there's no reflection, there's no learning what happened. It's definitely like, let's just cover up the repercussions of what has happened here, and he's not taking any blame for it. Seriously.
Even to start it with, most people, understood my take.
So, like, there's people on my side, so I'm right.
But so again, it comes across like you only care because people are upset. Like
Yes.
if everyone was like, yes, James, tell them, yes, James, you would be like, I'm right. Like it's not like
Exactly.
you reflected. It's like people are mad at you, and now you're like, okay, gotta say something.
There's no empathy for the person that lost their job, that if it was real or not. There's no empathy for every
No.
of the many thousands of workers for Spirit Airlines or anybody else out there that's probably was or is a fan of his that have suffered job loss.
Yeah, that lives a normal life.
Of course, the internet is forever. And now a lot of content creators are using like the 5-second clip in the very beginning where I'm like, you're a lazy piece of shit, get a new job, to upload their cute little think pieces being like, influencers are all so out of touch. This is so disgusting. You don't know how hard it is in the job market these days. Oh my God, give me a fucking break. I am out of touch, first and foremost. Okay. I am never going to be one of those influencers that gets online and pretends to be poor so I can come across as relatable to my audience. I think it's tacky. I think it's annoying. And I also think it's quite insulting to the audience watching, as if you guys are going to be fooled into
not the
thinking that.
problem,
You've been
James.
watching me for 10 years now. It's no secret that I have been able to find success doing what I've done. It didn't start that way though. I started from literally nothing and had a dream for myself and was determined to literally do anything to make it happen.
Even that is out of touch. Like I started from literally nothing.
Yeah.
You were 16. You're acting like you were working at this for
You're a
10
man
years.
in this field that benefits from it. Like
You're acting like you were working at this field for 10
Yeah.
years, struggling. I started from nothing. And then also, again, he acted like I was saying previously, like his work ethic is what got
Mhm.
him the success. Of course, there is, you have to put the work in. It is like you have to hit the algorithm properly. It is simply luck based for a majority of it. You look at someone like I've said to you, like a Brittany Broski, who literally filmed a stupid video tasting kombucha and was working at a bank, and that video got enough traction to where she now has a career from it. And that's not saying that she's not now working for it and like not making content and like putting that is her job now, but it's luck based. It's luck based. Someone like you who had like, has like a lot of followers and had like more views and like it dwindles at some point. It's literally luck based.
Mhm.
It's just luck. It's not
And I
because
hate
you worked harder than other people and I put all
Yeah.
the effort in. It's luck.
I've been in the room with influencers like this when they're having these meltdowns,
Mhm.
and they all do the same thing that he just did here, where I'm not going to pretend to be poor. I used to be poor. I started from nothing. To have empathy for another human being or think about someone else that supported them, that got them to where they are, and try to look at things from their perspective. Yeah.
But yeah, he just keeps saying like fuckery.
And luckily, I've been blessed to be able to do that and now call this my full-time job. The reason I made that video yesterday, though, was a lot of people these days do not have the make it work mentality. They have no desire to actually put in the effort to try to.
Why was she the target then? Why are you throwing darts and she's the target of this
video's
pent
gonna
up
be
rage
so
you
long
have?
and I don't even care. Like,
so his
throwing a-
anger isn't at this person at this point. He's putting his anger at his own position. You should talk to your fucking friends that you should have.
No. You should talk to a therapist.
Yes, therapists, professionals, your publicists, your
Going
therapists.
back to Curtis, like he's the queen and we're the sorry people. Like that is literally the Kim Kardashian take that you just talked about. Like a lot of people these days don't have the work ethic. They don't have that drive. They're not making it work. I have been applying to jobs for a year. I am trying to really quick. I'm gonna tangent off like very as quick as I can. I am literally trying to like. I've been trying to do influencer stuff since I was literally like the age that James became popular. Hasn't worked out. We obviously have our podcast. We're doing things. I still try on my own separate accounts, and I've been trying to get into like graphic design, illustration. The other day I applied to like an art teaching job. I am constantly making content. I am constantly, creating art. I'm constantly fixing my resume. I am constantly applying to every single illustration, graphic design, any position that has anything somewhat to do with art, even like working at a fucking art museum. I am trying in every way possible to do so, and it hasn't worked out. And it's not for lack of trying.
Or
Again, you
experience.
got lucky. You literally had one viral moment and got lucky, acting like your work ethic is what got you there. No, going on Ellen is what got you there. Like, you had that opportunity that a lot of people don't get. Like,
doing the makeup on a Kardashian is what got you there. Someone got you a meeting.
Like, there's such a disconnect. You know what got you there? People that became fans of you because of that one-off luck moment, that are the people that you're talking about, who apparently don't work hard enough. I literally do James's job and have a job because, like, again, I try and do influencing, but I also am not making money on it, so I need to have, like, a job. And I'm so burnt out, but I'm not trying, apparently. This is not just, like, me talking about me, but, like, everyone is trying.
Like, when I first started YouTube and I was doing this full time as a job and making money, like, I was working for a law office, listening to people crying, losing their houses, trying to win back their houses while I was still trying to do influencing. I was working retail while still doing influencing. I was working editing jobs. I was working so many different jobs while still doing this, because it's a luck of the draw. And I hate that they're trying, a lot of influencers that get to this point and are so out of touch of reality, they get to this point where they're trying to get sympathy and empathy almost from their audience, and trying to over explain themselves on how hard they work to get here. But it is kind of winning a little piece of the lottery.
Yeah. Like, there's people, anyone that has social media will know that there's times where you're scrolling on your feed and you'll see a video that's great. You're like, oh wow, like, this video is incredible. And then you see it has like 100 likes, and it's like, what? Like, it's literally luck based. And that's not to say that these people that have had the luck aren't talented and don't deserve it, but don't act like you worked harder than everyone else, especially when you're talking bad about, like, someone with a quote unquote regular job. Like, it just,
fix a problem and get themselves out of a situation, they immediately result in asking for help. And don't get me wrong, I don't think there's anything wrong with asking for help.
you do, clearly.
In my personal opinion, though, it should be a last resort. If you disagree, that's totally fine. That's your personal opinion. I'm not going to apologize for having mine. There's a lot of people responding back to the video being like, oh my gosh, he has no idea how hard the job market is. I've been applying for new jobs for 6 months, 1 year, 2 years now, and I've literally heard back nothing from any of the jobs.
Yeah.
I'm sorry that that is happening to people. I know that the job market fucking sucks. I've heard so many horror stories. I can't even imagine what that's like. Those are the people, in my opinion, that are totally valid and asking for help. The person.
And who's to say that, again,
that this person isn't going through that?
Yeah, again, this isn't just about this person. He's, like, just entitled in general, but who's to say, what if she's in the situation that I'm in, where she, like, didn't like her job in Spirit and has been applying to other jobs, or like you said, for like a while. Like,
yeah,
what if she was trying and now she just lost her job, and now she's like, oh my god, what am I gonna do? I haven't been able to get anything else, and now I have nothing.
Someone said if that girl was a 16-year-old boy, maybe he would have given them money.
Probably. He would have given more than that. He would ask for something in return.
That I made the video about yesterday lost their job last week at Spirit Airlines, along with 17,000 other people. And granted, I don't know this person. Maybe making a GoFundMe link was really their last resort. I just personally do not believe that to be the case, because I know for a fact that they sent the same exact DM to hundreds of different influencers and celebrities. This person.
That sounds like a last resort to me. To send hundreds of DMs sounds like a last resort to me, because you're hoping at least one person says yes.
And you're such a hypocrite. You just said, you know, for a fact she lost her job a week ago. So she has been doing things to try to get money. And this is her last resort.
He just doesn't like people that he perceives as like poor.
not follow me. They have never DM'd me previously. They have never supported me on any social platforms. They have never purchased from Painted. This person was literally just spam copying and pasting this DM to every
How do you
person that they
know?
assumed had money to offer them. And I'm sorry, just because somebody has money does not mean that you're entitled. I'm sorry if that comes across as insensitive or privileged or mean, but welcome to the real world.
How do you
Again,
know
we're not
they've
gonna
never
do the whole thing.
purchased from your website from a
You have
DM?
no idea. But also, just because someone has money doesn't mean that you're entitled to it. No one is saying that
Exactly.
they are.
Just
No one
because,
is saying that
yes.
they're entitled to your money. What people's issue is, you didn't have to even bring it up. People's issue is, if you didn't want to give the money, you thought it was a stupid reason, you thought like that's ridiculous, you're sending all these DM, whatever thought you had in your mind, you didn't have to make a video publicly shaming someone that you perceive to be someone that just lost their job and needs money. You didn't have to talk about it. You didn't have to make the video. That's the issue.
What also makes him look fucking terrible is that there's all of these hurdles he's listing that this person had to go through. You don't follow me. You've never purchased from me. You never liked my videos. You never commented on my videos. It's like, so someone has to go through all of this to maybe be able to get a chance to like interact with you and like look at it. It's like,
but that's also like very self-centered.
yes,
I'm not going to give you any money because you don't seem to care about me. And again, he kept going. He did not stop. He's still shirtless in bed.
Yesterday morning, I posted a video on this account talking about how a woman had lost her job at Spirit Airlines, and she sent me a message with a GoFundMe link asking me to donate. And the video is basically me yelling at the camera, being super upset and frustrated because this person had never followed me, never supported me before. And it was clear that she had basically copied and pasted this DM to every influencer and celebrity she possibly could, asking for a handout. And I called her lazy. I said she was stupid. And I said she should have spent the time that she spent copying and pasting the message applying for jobs instead. This video was fucking stupid. It was rude, it was obnoxious, it was privileged, and most importantly, it was completely fucking unnecessary. When I saw that DM, I absolutely had the choice to ignore it and say absolutely nothing at all and move on with my day. But instead, I couldn't even tell you why. Her message just triggered me, and I decided instead to make a video about it. And I bashed her, and it was obnoxious, and I shamed her for asking for help in a situation where she was clearly really struggling, and this could have been her absolute last resort. I have no idea what was going on in her life, and I should have never assumed that she was just copying and pasting this DM.
Before he keeps going, this feels, again, I'm assuming things and reading into things. This feels to me like his first video addressing the situation wasn't received well enough. So he was like,
yeah.
I shouldn't have made it.
I didn't even know there was
I don't
more
know why
than
it bothered
one.
me so much.
Like,
Why
are you
did it
gonna
bother you
get
so
your
much?
mental help? Go talk to a professional. Like, what the heck?
The idea of being so pissed, so mad that someone needs money. Who are you, the king? Like, I'm not understanding.
As an easy way out, I don't know. I just don't know. My intention behind making this video in the first place was I get a lot of messages like this every single day. And for me personally, it definitely sucks to receive messages from people that don't follow you and don't support you, treating you like our personal ATM or bank account. But what I'm sure sucks even fucking more is not knowing where your next paycheck is coming from and not being sure whether or not you're going to be able to put food on the table for yourself and your family. So it really doesn't matter what my intentions were behind making the video because it came across as super fucking privileged and like I was basically shaming anybody that's unemployed for not trying hard enough to get a job. And I feel awful because that wasn't my intention and it really hurt a lot of people. And I know that it's not that easy. I know that the job market fucking sucks right now. I have friends that are looking for jobs. I have my own employees that I try my best to take care of. And I've heard so many fucking horror stories online of companies ghosting people, recruiters wasting everybody's time, people applying for job after job and not hearing back for 6 months, a year, 2 years. I know that it's really fucking hard out there and that most people are just doing their best and trying their best to figure it out and to make it by. And if this person happened to choose sending out GoFundMe links as their method of trying to make it by.
So again, we don't have to watch the whole thing, but so you're apologizing, and while I don't think that apology is bad, it's the fact that it came after the original video and another video And then you had to post that one because again, it seems to me like you were like, okay, I have to apologize now. Damn it.
You don't seem like sympathetic or sorry at all still.
Like it comes across like I'm shaming everyone, and I know that the job market is tough right now.
I want to talk
Do
to
you?
his.
Do you? Because you said that she was lazy
Yes.
for not getting another job.
I want to talk to the people that work under him at his that he employs.
Well, speaking of that, I'm telling you, I came prepared. Let's go through the religious psychosis. So, first of all, this is really funny. So this is him when TikTok was
My brain and my creativity with painted and the marketing and the brand. I feel like I was doing it. You know, and of course, like, everyone's commenting, just saying, like, we're gonna miss you so much. I'm not going anywhere, like, I'm not fucking dying. None of us are. But this app really has been such a beautiful community. There really is no platform like this, and I'm just really scared that I'm not gonna be able to find you guys wherever we do end up going.
So that's you. Again, understandably, I was also like,
what's the context of this one?
TikTok was going to shut down one of the many times. And this was him being upset that like people aren't going to be able to find him anymore. And like, you know, he's built such a community on here. Now imagine being fired from your job. Like, you don't know how long she's worked at that company.
Mm-hmm.
You're hysterical crying over TikTok, one of your many sources of income, being potentially shut down.
And that's a social media platform. It's not like you're actually going bankrupt at your company and closing the doors.
You still have Instagram. You still have your makeup brand, whatever
your
merchandise
website
he sells. And this is just a funny. I just thought this would add more context. So this is just.
I just got denied a job from Target. I have a fucking bachelor's degree. I spent 4 years on a bachelor's degree. And then my parents in great old America told me, go get your master's degree because that will absolutely solidify you a job. I can't get a cashier's job. I cannot get a minimum wage job.
And she just kept like ranting about that. Like, he is so out of touch.
I literally applied to a cashier's job and got rejected multiple times.
Yeah, I have been rejected to so many things that like I'm like, what is wrong with me? And then it makes you think there's something wrong with you.
Yes.
Like, oh, like with my go ahead.
As a person that has a college degree and has worked in the film industry successfully in their own business, I totally feel her. Yeah.
Like with my art stuff, every time I get denied from something, like I applied to like 20 illustration agencies and I only got one response and it was like a no. It makes you feel like, so I just suck. I'm just like so bad. Like, you know, you have a degree and like no one's hiring you. So like, is it me? Like, it's insane. And then also in the original video too, which like, I didn't cut through to the whole thing because it was very long. He said something like, and you know, Mr. Beast pretty soon is going to make like a helping all the Spirit Airlines people and like stay in this box for whatever.
Assuming again.
But that again shows how out of touch you are. Those videos of Mr. Beast, while can be entertaining, are incredibly exploitative.
Yeah.
To make people do these insane things for the hopes of winning some money. That's a weird person to use as an example of like, well, he'll help you. Just wait for Mr. Beast.
Does Gen Z genuinely not know how to use critical thinking skills? Like, do we not know how to solve problems or follow instructions? I want to blow my brains out. Yesterday, I posted a video on this account about how I'm hiring some new positions to my team, specifically a social media content creation assistant. It's literally like a 2-minute video, and it couldn't be clearer as to the qualifications and what this role would be doing on my team. And then I specifically explained how to apply. I said, if you think you're qualified, if you think you'd be great for this job, here's the email address to reach out to that me and my team are going to be looking through. Include your resume and attach an application audition video. I said, tell me your name, tell me why you think you'd be good for the job, send any examples of previous work that you've done, and include 3 ideas of what you would do if you were running my social account. I think I got 276 applications in total, which I was thrilled about this morning. I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna have so much fun looking through these. Like, I'll have so many great candidates. I can't wait. This decision's gonna be so hard. No. Unfortunately, I was terribly wrong. terribly wrong. Because out of 276 candidates, I think 13 of them actually attached an application video as I requested. Mind you, as I was describing what to put in the application video, I put text specifically on the screen saying applications without a video attached will not be considered.
So,
imagine my smile.
We didn't have to go through that whole thing, but I just thought I would add that as well because
Yeah.
it's like,
I have so much to say.
yeah. So not only is it incredibly hard to get a job, but also the amount of times I have gone to apply to a job and they're asking for 7,000 things.
Yes.
To even a job application. Again, I applied the other day to like work at this like art place that I like to like be like they wanted like different teachers in different mediums. You know how long that application took me? So long. So incredibly long because they were asking for such detailed questions. I was like, I'm not even gonna get this job. And I'm not even gonna get this job.
That's such an extensive, just him listing what they need. And again, it's like very much thinking about himself because as someone that's applied for not that job specifically, but very similar editing jobs, content creation jobs, you make reels and all of these, not just for that one job like his that you're applying to, but something for everybody. So they usually, when it comes to video editing, content creation jobs like this, they want a reel like that. It doesn't have to be specific to their brand. It's a reel showcasing your work for all the other companies. That's the thing of it. But he wants a 2 to 3 minute video specifically for him as a person with his company. He wants so many things, not just a cover letter. It's so much.
There was a comment that I had sent to like our TikTok, but like it wouldn't pull it up on my laptop, so I screenshotted it, where they said, respectfully, asking for 3 content ideas from every candidate is like fishing for a free content calendar build. Regular 9 to 5 job interviews that require an assignment are considered a major red flag because of how often candidates get their ideas stolen.
Exactly.
You're asking every single candidate for 3 video ideas for your channel as if you're not gonna, even if it wasn't intentional, you're gonna take them.
He's so out of touch with the market he's trying to work in because when it comes to content creation jobs, you look at their reel and their resume and that's about it. And then you choose people from there and then maybe a second or third interview. If they're really serious about this job, maybe you could do 1 project, not 3 to 4.
It is just...
I literally was in that job process with a spa and other editing companies that I applied to, and I've had to do this, and I got the seconds, even third interviews, and still didn't get them. And I wonder if my project is out there.
Yeah, there was a job that I had that I literally had like 3 interviews before I got the job, and it was like a shitty, low-paying job, and I was like, what is happening? But again, he's so out of touch. You have been in such hot water so many times, and because of the nature of your career, are able to keep succeeding and thriving. You have no business talking badly on other people's situations. No business. When you were literally talking to underage people, and then your apology was, guys, you know, next time I'll ask for IDs. Why are you needing to ask for IDs? You should not be talking to someone that looks or behaves in an age where you think you need to check their ID.
He doesn't know what the real struggle is, and we can relate so hard because we're both makeup artists. I don't know he's been to school like we are. I don't like we have. I don't like to compare and contrast, but me and Jonah both been to makeup effects school. We've both tried to do the beauty guru content creation route and try to have a successful career at that. We've both like worked real jobs and modern society. So it just hits every point, and that's why like we wanted to talk about it for so long, because it's really relevant to us.
I think
We're
about that
living
too.
that.
Yeah, when creators act like, again, I'm not saying that it's not like a difficult job, especially like the mental aspect of like worrying about cancellations and everything you say is scrutinized and like that kind of, yeah, of course that would like, as someone with OCD, that would like fuck me up. Even though I want that, but it would fuck me up. But there's so many people that have regular jobs and also do your job on the side. They just don't have followers, but they also do your job on the side. Like, so stop acting like you work so hard and you're the hardest worker out there and you've built yourself from the ground up. No, you haven't. You
And
built yourself with big eyebrows and a ring light.
And in today's economy, we all get those emails from people that says they're a prince from some nation begging for money. We all get spam callers. We all have family that has asked us for money or something like that. So you're just on a bigger scale, and it's just, this could have just been like something you passed by and didn't have to do this.
Guys, when in doubt, not that anyone watching us is James Charles, when in doubt, just ignore it. Whether it is a DM for money or a DM from a 16-year-old boy. When in doubt, just ignore it. Yeah, it is literally 11 o'clock, and I'm going to end this and start editing, even though I've been up since 6 a.m. because I have a job, James Charles.
Right.
Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. This is going to be long, and she has to pee. And as I always threaten at the end of every episode, like the video, leave a comment if you feel, say anything you want to say. Go ahead. This
Not
might get some opinions because we were talking shit.
But if
Right.
you want to hang out with us more and enjoy our banter back and forth, like, I know it's hard to make friends, especially as adults, and you just like enjoy hanging out with us. If you comment, we'll comment back, and we appreciate any follower and person that likes this, rates it. Yeah.
Guys, I'm chronically online. Okay? I'd be on here. Especially because we don't have like motion. So like every single comment that is left, I do see it, in fact. People were fighting in like a video about like her hospital stay over like insurance. And I was
I'm
like, I'm not
insured,
engaging with
update.
that, but I'm not gonna delete it because I want comments.
Update, I am insured now, and I as a chronic, I can't even count how many chronic illnesses I have, but yes, update, I am. We're probably gonna have a competition who comes up with the best James Charles thumbnail for these.
Someone said they want to call him Jimmy Chuck instead of James Charles.
Why?
Because there's both like nicknames of like James and Charles is Jimmy Chuck,
and it would piss him off.
It'll probably annoy him.
Yeah,
call him Jimmy Chuck. Anyways, Jimmy and Chuck signing out.